It's week 7 of the NFL season. We have another nice slate of football ahead of us. Let's get straight into predictions. I didn't make a prediction for Thursday Night Football. However, if you do check the community post where I made an update about the President's video, I did give my pick, which was Broncos -3 and Broncos moneyline. Even though I didn't actually bet it, at least I got that shit right. But first, a quick word from today's sponsor. I'm always looking to take my sports betting to the next level. And BetAnySports.eu has me covered. With their reduced juice lines, I only pay -105 instead of -110, which gives me better value with every bet I place. BetAnySports.eu has over 20 years of industry expertise, making them my trusted choice for sports betting. Their platform offers a dynamic props builder that lets me customize my bets, and the live betting features add real-time excitement. I can also enjoy free live streaming of sporting events, watching every play unfold while I bet. Right now, they're offering the Equinox bonus, giving me a 50% cash boost on your deposit. If you use promo code ECPK, you'll get an extra 5%, taking your total up to 55%. Join BetAnySports.eu by scanning the QR code on the screen or clicking the link in the description. Time to elevate your sports betting game with BetAnySports.eu. Thank you, BetAnySports.eu, for sponsoring this video. Let's get into the first game, which is the London game. Patriots versus Jaguars. Or I should call them the Jacksonville Pussycats with the way they've been playing. Because they've been playing like fucking pussies. 1-5 teams. 2 1-5 teams. Patriots obviously winning their very first game of the season somehow, some way. And Jaguars, I don't even remember who the fuck they beat. But it doesn't matter because it was a shit game. And who even cares who they beat? It was the Colts, but nevertheless, Jaguars looked horrible. Horrible last week. I mean, it is embarrassing that they played this bad against the Bears. Against the Bears. They looked lifeless. They didn't want to be there, and you could see it. This team has no discipline, no motivation, and just nothing going for them. And the root cause of this problem stems from Doug Peterson. As much as I hate to admit it, I think, me included, we're stuck in nostalgia. I still view Dougie P as the same Dougie P from 2017 when he led that Eagles team to a Super Bowl. He's not the same guy. He lost this locker room. He does not have control of this locker room. If the Jaguars lose this game, yeah, Dougie P is going to be taking the Titanic home because he ain't flying back with the Jacksonville Jaguars. That's for sure. Patriots, obviously expected shit season. No one expected them to do good, and they're 1-5, right, meeting expectations as we all thought. But they've benched Brissett, and Drake May is now the starter. And it's given these Patriots fans and the team a new hope, new life. Even though they got slaughtered last week by the Texans, hey, Drake May did not look horrible. I have to watch a little bit more to evaluate him. It's in the same sense of like Caleb, where he has the overall intangibles, but I just don't see how he's going to succeed in the NFL. But I'm not going to write him off just yet. He played very, very well. With all this being said, my official pick is going to be Patriots to cover +6 and Jaguars to win. A little bit of a bitch move, but let me explain. While I do think this is going to be a very close contested game in which the Patriots do cover, the Jaguars have the added advantage of being in London for already a week, essentially 2 weeks now. That's huge. Especially for a team who's coming to London with a rookie head coach and a rookie quarterback. It's going to be tough. It's going to be very, very difficult for the Patriots to go and beat the Jaguars in essentially their home field. Everybody's playing for their job in this game for Jacksonville. Dougie P's coaching for his job in this game. They cannot afford to lose. They cannot afford to lose. Like Manny Moicano says, they have to do it. They have to win this game. Otherwise, the entire team is just getting blown up. Blown up. That's why I'm taking Jaguars to win. I lean Patriots more so, and if I am betting on this game, I am betting on Patriots +6. As of right now, I am not going to actually bet it because I don't have a lean, and I'd be very upset if last week Jaguars kill me and then this week Jaguars kill me. It'll be bad one way or another. Patriots +6, Jaguars money line. Let's move on to the next game. I've yapped about this one for too long, and it's a shit game. I don't even know why the fuck I yapped for this long. Bengals versus Browns. Ugh. Ugh. What a difficult game to predict. No, it's not. No, it's not. I don't care what the spread is. I do not care what the spread is. Diddy Watson is a fucking bum. He is a bum. What is going on? The only reason at this point in time that Deshaun Cosby is not being benched for Jameson Winston is one reason and one reason only. He's making so much money that it would just be idiotic to bench Watson. It really would. You can't pay a man this much to ride the bench. You can't. Look, Bengals are 2-4. They're still playing for their lives, even though I believe they should be like 1-5. They're going to win this game, that's for sure. I'm taking Bengals to win for sure. The spread is where I'm starting to get a little bit tripped up because I could see how a 5.5 on the road makes sense, but I also see that the public is going to be heavy on Cincinnati, very heavy on Cincinnati. I'm taking them to cover as well, Cincinnati, because how can anybody put their hard-earned dollars on this Browns team? Please tell me. If you are betting this Browns team and you genuinely think they are going to win and/or cover, and you're not a Browns fan, please comment down below. Please. Maybe I just am missing perspective of this game where Browns play the Bengals very well in Cleveland. I don't know if that's true or not, but something like that. Maybe I'm missing something. And if y'all can convince me, then I'll switch my pick to Browns cover, Bengals win. But as of right now, I'm taking Bengals to win, I'm taking Bengals to cover, and I am staying the fuck away from this game because I do not want any part of this Browns nonsense or the Bengals nonsense either. It's not like the Bengals have been all perfect. Browns are 1-5. Bengals are 2-4. We've been shitting on the Browns week in, week out. If Browns win this game, they will have the exact same record as the Bengals. So, two teams that should have been really good and are playing extremely mediocre football. Extremely. Bengals -5.5, Bengals to cover. But if you can convince me, go in the comment section and convince me, please. Next game, Dolphins versus Colts. Dolphins are coming off a bye. And this is huge because Snoopy, has had time to adapt to the playbook. With that being said, I just don't know if Huntley is just that good. The Miami Dolphins are so fucking lucky that Sleepy Joe Flacco is not starting this game. I mean, they are so lucky. Anthony Richardson is good. And I understand why the Colts have to roll with him. He's their future. You invested a top pick in him. You got to play him. But we all have to admit, Sleepy Joe Flacco is way better than AR-15. Sleepy Joe Flacco is way better than a lot of these quarterbacks right now. The way he's been playing this season and last season has just been unbelievable. I wish Sleepy Joe was playing in this game because I would have bet the Colts so heavy and they would have won. With that being said, I'm also going to pick the Colts here, -3 and the money line, because the Miami injuries are just continuing to pile up and the morale of the team just continues to go down with each loss. They've struggled this season badly. I don't think this game is going to be as bad as previous games they've played in, but shit. Colts are not horrible. They are also dealing with quite a few injuries. I know JT's banged up. Pittman might go on IR, may not. It's weird. I don't know what the fuck is going on there with Pittman, but weird. Tough game to predict. My pick is going to be the Colts -3, Colts money line. But another game I am staying away from. I do not want to bet this unless Joe Flacco's playing. If Joe Flacco's playing, you guys know who I'm going with. But as of right now, No faith in either team. Both are just not good, and I don't want to risk betting on either of them. My official pick is going to be the Colts money line, Colts cover, but I don't see any other alternative in terms of betting here. So that's my official pick for this game. Next game, a game that I do like, the Eagles versus the Giants. Saquon Barkley revenge game, that's key. And this spread is low. It's 3.5 in favor of Philly. And yes, I get it. They're on the road. They're in New York. It's going to be tougher for them. Blah, 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 blah. I don't give a fuck. Giants are winning this game. Giants are winning this game. They are not as bad as people think. If you still think that the Giants are dog shit like they have been, then I don't know what you've been watching. Because every time I watch this goddamn Giants team, they impress the fucking hell out of me. Every time, too. Even last week, they lost 17-7, and they looked decent at times. Even with the shit offense and the meh defense. Giants are winning this game. More so, not because the Giants are the better team. The Eagles are so dysfunctional. They barely beat Cleveland. And Sirianni's running up and down the sideline like he's Pete fucking Weber. Good Lord. Good Lord. Sirianni's a bad coach. He thinks he's a fucking pop star or some shit. Him and Big Dom, they think they run the team. Giving no respect to the fucking players. At all. At all. Until Philly wins a game convincingly and authoritatively, I cannot take them. I cannot. Neighbors may play. I don't know as of right now. He cleared concussion protocol, but that doesn't necessarily mean he's going to play. Which, by the way, how the fuck has he been in concussion protocol for like 2 weeks? I don't know shit. I'm not a fucking doctor, as you can tell. But goddamn, how in the world is a concussion that long? I pray the dude's brain is intact because we all know what's going to happen if it's not. But I'm going with the Giants plus 3.5. I'm going with the Giants money line. Eagles are just so fraudulent that I can't not bet them. I am betting this game for real, for real. I love the Giants here. It's not my favorite play of the week, but it's definitely one of my favorites. Giants plus 3.5, Giants money line. Next game. Game of the week. I mean, there's a couple other game of the week candidates here. I mean, there's one clear one, but this game is so good. Lions versus the Vikings. Essentially a pick'em. The game's in Minnesota. Vikings are slight favorites. But even with that being said, the slight favorite, I still feel like everybody and their mother is going to bet on this Lions team. And quite frankly, I too feel like evaluating this game, the Lions are better. Yes, they lost Hutch, which is a huge loss. Huge loss. It can't be understated how big of a player Hutch was for this Lions team. He was the life and soul of the team itself and just dominated on that defensive line. He was that defensive line. They need to bolster that defensive line fast because without Hutch sacking the quarterback and giving pressure and just destroying pockets left and right, it's going to be a lot tougher for the Lions defense. I just don't think people have bought into the Vikings hype yet. They're 5-0 and just have looked unstoppable. Unstoppable. Coming off a bye week as well. I'm going Minnesota. I'm going Minnesota here. Not because I don't think the Lions are good. I actually think the Lions are the better team. It's just the trap spread. That's all it is, man. The spread is dictating what I'm betting here. I don't see why the Vikings are favored. Yes, they're undefeated. But you know everybody's betting on the Lions. Have you watched this Lions offense? I sure as hell have. They fucking murdered the Cowboys. They've been murdering everybody. They can run. They can throw. I mean, offensively, what can't they do? What's their weakest position on offense? Seriously. Like, do they even have a weak spot on that offense? Unbelievable receiving core. Unbelievable running back. Jared Goff is playing unbelievable. Offensive line is great. Sam Laporte is a dog. Whew. Lions offense is just something else. This is going to be a high-scoring shootout, clearly. And I got the Vikings. No other reason than Vikings have no business being favored in this game, and the reason they are favored in this game is because Vegas clearly knows that Vikings are going to win. That's my only explanation. I'm sorry. I wish I could give you a fucking better one telling you, yes, Vikings are going to win for this reasons, but I'm going Vikings money line. I'm going Vikings spread, even though it's pretty much the same thing. Trap game. All I'm going to say, a trap game for the Detroit Lions and a huge momentum game for the Vikings, knowing if they win this game, they're going to separate themselves by 2 games against both the Lions and the Packers, which will be huge. And with that being said, the Packers have a tough game as well. But we'll get there when we get there. My official pick for this one, Vikings to cover, Vikings to win in a trappy type of game. But fuck it, we'll see what happens. Next one, another trapper. Be careful with this one, guys. This is a big trap. The Seattle Seahawks versus the Atlanta Falcons. Seattle has not beaten anybody. They started out 3-0, the most fraudulent 3-0 of all time, cupcake 3-0, biggest cupcake 3-0, and have lost every single game since. 0-3 since. They're currently sitting at 3-3 and just looking mediocre as hell. Like the definition of mediocre. Atlanta, on the other hand, has looked so good. Oh my God. Kirk Cousins is becoming the mayor, the fucking king of Atlanta. He's got the walk. He's got the talk. He's saying like, my boys in the trap, whatever the fuck trap quote he said. That was crazy. Kirk Cousins is like 40-year-old white man. He's saying trap like he's a fucking trapper in Atlanta. Bro's been hanging out with fucking Future and a little baby for too long, clearly. The Falcons should be bigger favorites here. Way bigger favorites here. I don't understand why they are only 3-point favorites. I personally, my own line in this game would be 4, 4.5, 5, even all the way up to 6. Truly. The fact that it is so low, Atlanta is at home, and they're only favored by 3, indicates to me, similar to the previous game, Vegas has an advantage here. Vegas wants you to bet Atlanta. They're begging you, please take Atlanta, please. And I'm not going to fall for the trap. Similar to the other game. I think Atlanta's the better team. I think Atlanta's going to go farther than Seattle. But this game clearly indicates that there's some sort of discrepancy that we, the public, do not see or do not understand. I might look like an idiot, but I am a fucking idiot. Seahawks +3, Seahawks money line. I'm betting this game, and I'm betting it hard. Next game. Another game of the week potential, a banger of a matchup. Criminal that it's at 1 o'clock. Criminal. Especially considering the 8 o'clock game is just dog shit. And I'm a fucking Jets fan saying this. Texans versus Packers. Whew. What a game, man. Jordan Love versus CJ Stroud. Man, y'all better grab your popcorn because I'm going to be fucking excited as hell watching this one. I'm going to get straight to the point here. I feel that at times Texans have underperformed and they are due for a loss. You know, they're a great team, and I'm sure most of you know by now, I'm a big CJ Stroud guy. I'm a bit of a CJ Stroud meat rider, if I do say so myself. And while, yes, I believe Texans will make deep run in the AFC, like damn near Super Bowl run. But again, we'll get there when we get there. This is the type of game that they will struggle. It's in Green Bay. Green Bay is more hungry, right? They have 2 losses compared to the Texans' 1 loss. Plus, that NFC North is way more difficult than the AFC South. If Texans lose this game, they'll still probably win the division and win it with ease, right? Because who's really competing with them? Jaguars, dog shit. Titans, dog shit. Colts are mid, right? Texans are the clear favorites in that division. Packers, are last in their division at this moment in time, which is insane. Every team is above 500. Vikings look unbelievable. Lions look unbelievable. Bears are starting to get hot, even though I do see them cooling down. Packers cannot afford to lose this game because they cannot afford to continue to drop down and have a bigger gap, especially if Vikings win this game. If Vikings win this game and Packers lose, then there's going to be a 3-game discrepancy between the two. And yes, 3 games isn't crazy, but it's going to add up in the long run. I'm going to go with the Packers -3. I'm going to go with the Packers money line. They are going to outplay the Texans, and they're going to outperform the Texans, more importantly, on both sides of the ball. The Packers defense is not great, but it will clutch up against CJ Stroud and not stop him, but rather limit him. Great game. I am betting this one, and I am taking Packers -3, Packers money line. Next game. The Tennessee Titans versus the Buffalo Bills. Ew. That's all I'm going to say for this one is ew. I'm going to keep pounding this point across, and I'm going to make it very clear to each and every one of you. Will Levis sucks. He is a walking, breathing meme, and the best thing he can do is fall to his knees and grab his head and just shit his pants as he throws another pick 6. Tennessee is a dysfunctional mess right now. However, they can be saved by one man and one man only, and that man is Mason Rudolph. I have not heard anything, so I am under the impression at this moment that Will Levis is the starter. Will Levis starts the game, Buffalo beats the dog shit out of the Titans. Buffalo money line, Buffalo -9.5, Buffalo -10. Shit, I take Buffalo -20 with Will Levis starting. Rudolph starts this game. Titans cover. Simple as that. Bills are winning one way or another. Bills are just way, way too good to lose to the Titans team. And I know this is exactly the type of game where the Bills lose because that's just how it goes. But I don't see the Bills losing this one. I really don't. No matter if it's Rudolph or Levis, it's just a matter of spread-wise, depending on who's playing quarterback for the Titans, Titans will either not cover or will cover. So I'll make it clear again to anybody who's confused. Levis plays, I have Bills to win and to cover. Rudolph plays, I have Bills to win, but the Titans to cover. That's my official pick for this game. I will not be betting this game unless Mason Rudolph plays. If it's Levis, I'm staying away from this one. If it's Rudolph, I might sprinkle a little bit on the Titans. You know how it is. Next game. The Carolina Panthers versus the Washington Redskins. I'm not going to spend too much time on this one because we all know it's going to turn into a fucking glazing session of JD. I have picked the Panthers to cover goddamn every week. This is a bit of a trap spread, and I know they're favored by 8. They're favored by 8 points, and I'm saying here it's a trap spread. Give me the Commanders to cover. Give me the Redskins to cover. Give me the Redskins to win. I damn near got fucking liberalized and said fucking Commanders. Redskins are going to win. Redskins are going to cover. Panthers are just so bad right now. It's so bad to the point that Dalton might lose his job to Bryce Young. Horrible, horrible game. I don't want anything to do with this. But what I do want in this one is the Redskins to go out there and beat the shit out of the Panthers, cover the spread, win the game, and most importantly, take that commanding lead of the NFC East. Because I really need it, because I'll win a lot of money if they do. Redskins, money line, Redskins, cover the spread. That's all I have for this game. I'm not going to glaze JD, I promise, but you guys already know he's the best fucking quarterback from this draft class, and he's going to be a fucking superstar. I will keep saying it. I said I'm not going to glaze. Let's move on to the next game. Next up, we got the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Los Angeles Rams. And let me get straight to the point with this one, because this game is a fucking shit show. The Raiders are so fucking bad. They are so fucking bad that the Rams, who are completely injury-riddled, half their players are in the fucking ICU. Kupp is still out. Puka's still out. And they're still 7-point favorites. What an embarrassment for this Las Vegas team. What an absolute embarrassment for this Las Vegas team. There's no chance I'm picking them. I mean, 0.0 chance. I have no faith in this team whatsoever. My official pick is going to be the Rams -7, the Rams money line. With that being said, I am not betting this game. No way. Why would anybody want to bet this game? I mean, seriously, injuries, Just shit play from the Raiders. It's just all around disaster. And in all honesty, I think 7 points is too much. Maybe I'm still in this phase where I'm like, oh, Raiders are not bad. I mean, they did beat Baltimore somehow, some way. But goddamn. Maybe the pressure game in the sense that like AP's fucking fighting for his job. Every player is fighting for their job. But still, what a horrible game. I want nothing to do with it. My official pick is Rams spread, Rams money line. But in reality, no chance I'm fucking picking anything in this one. Putting my money on any of these goddamn teams. Let's go to the fucking good games now. We're going to now go to the Kansas City Chiefs versus the San Francisco 49ers in a rematch of Super Bowl 58. What an absolute banger of a game. I love this one. Love it. I'm going to go with my official pick, the San Francisco 49ers. And I get it. The Kansas City Criminals are going to get sucked off by the refs. They're going to be calling pre-snap penalties, every possible thing to get the Chiefs in San Fran's territory and just trying to help the Chiefs in any way possible for them to win this game. With that being said, San Francisco here is the sharp play. That's the reality. They are favorites and they have no business. No business being favorites in this game. They're 3-3 going up against a 5-0 Chiefs team who's coming off a bye? Why would the fucking Niners be favored in this game? Maybe one of you can explain it to me, but I know there's no major injuries besides Juwan Jennings, which is on the Niners side. So if anything, that would benefit the Chiefs. As long as Mahomes is on this goddamn Chiefs team, they should always be favored in every single game. With that being said, this clearly indicates to me that Vegas is very comfortable with the 49ers being favorites, which would mean that the San Francisco 49ers are going to win this game, pull off the upset in a way because they're favorites, so it wouldn't really be an upset. Upsetting in the sense that Chiefs finally going to lose a game. More so, it's one of these games where Chiefs are going to just kind of lose, right? They're going to make the playoffs. They're going to win their division. They're going to probably win the fucking Super Bowl. But this is just one of those games that's going to be a slip-up. Hopefully, it's a banger of a game. High offensive output. That's what I'm hoping for, at least. It could be a very defensive and slow game. Nevertheless, I'm going with the 49ers to cover and to win. I am betting this game IRL because, god damn it, Niners are, for some reason, favorites. And clearly, the sharp side is San Francisco 49ers. Niners cover, Niners win. Hopefully, we get a great game. That's all that matters. Next game, we're going to move on to Sunday Night Football, which could be the death of me, but we'll see. The New York Jets taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'll start off with the Steelers here. What's interesting is that they're choosing to start Russell Wilson over Justin Fields, which is crazy to me. I mean, just absolutely crazy to me. Why in the world would you start Wilson over Fields when Fields has been playing pretty well? Like, he's had a great season thus far. Steelers are 4-2. Here and there, yes, Justin Fields is not the best option, but we're not going to sit here and act like Russell Wilson is 20-something years old. He's in his 30s. He's still undersized like he always was. And I just don't see why he would be the better option over Justin Fields. With that being said, I feel that the Jets are at the advantage in this position simply because Russell Wilson still needs time to adjust to the Steelers' offense and just the overall, his teammates, the offensive line, receivers, running backs. There could be quite a few false starts in this game, because clearly delay of games too. Russell Wilson is not just going to come in and whoop their ass. I hope not, at least. Jets have everything to lose in this game. Steelers are 4-2. They have nothing to lose. Jets have everything to lose. They are 2-4 and have looked absolutely abysmal these last 3 weeks. We brought in Davante Adams, which will benefit Garrett Wilson and the overall offense, especially Aaron Rodgers. I'm not going to get here and criticize Davante Adams and everything that's wrong with the Jets team because I'll criticize them when they fucking lose this game because my official pick is going to be the Jets spread, Jets money line. I am not betting this game because I'm already a suffering Jets fan and I don't want to witness this shit and lose money on it. Please, Jets, for the sake of my mental health, Just win this fucking game. That's all I ask. Please, just win this game. It's winnable. It really is. You have, on paper, the best offense in the league. How many weapons do we have from Brees, Braylon Allen, Devontae, Garrett Wilson, Alan Lazard? Even the fucking offensive line isn't horrible. Oh my God. On paper, of course. And in real life, they're ass. I got the Jets. You already know I got the Jets. Surprise, surprise. Steelers are going to win this game. I already know. But I'm rocking with my boys. And I'm praying and I'm praying and I'm praying that Jets somehow, some way pull this out. Please. Next game. Monday Night Football. Baltimore Ravens versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This is going to be an offensive masterclass. This Ravens offense is just unbelievable. The amount of weapons they have is just insane. I'm expecting a big, big game from the Ravens receivers. Even though Lamar is not a great passer, and you guys know how I feel about Lamar, I still think that the Tampa Bay secondary is pretty shit. So expect big game from Zay Flowers, Likely, Andrews. But on the flip side, the Baltimore Ravens secondary is just as bad, right? They've been horrible this year. While the Buccaneers wide receivers have been lights out. Evans is Evans, right? The most consistent receiver in the league, without a doubt. He's not the best receiver, but without a question, he's consistent output, 1,000-yard seasons every single season. You're going to expect him to do what he normally does. Equally so with Godwin. Godwin's been playing out of his goddamn mind this year. Baker as well has played great. I'm going to go with the Buccaneers here. I don't know yet if I'm going to bet this game. I probably am. I like the Buccaneers plus 3.5. I don't know if I like a money line. My official pick for this video will be Buccaneers to cover, Buccaneers to win. However, betting purposes, I'm going to play it safe, and I'm going to bet Tampa Bay plus 3.5 only. They have the home field advantage. I feel that Ravens are due to slow down. They're 4-0. 4-0 in the last 4 games. They have just been lights out these last 4 games. Just playing unbelievable football. And this is the game where they're going to slip up against the Buccaneers team that's pretty fucking good. And could easily be 5-1 as well. It's not like the Buccaneers are a fraudulent 4-2, right? I'm going to go with the Buccaneers plus 3.5. I'm betting that. My official pick, Buccaneers plus 3.5. Buccaneers money line. And to wrap it up, we have the second Monday night game, which you guys know how I feel about these 2 Monday night games. And what makes this game that much worse is it's an ESPN Plus exclusive. I don't know what this fucking fascism is, but an ESPN Plus exclusive is criminal. Absolutely criminal. With that being said, I'm a man of the people. I am the voice for the voiceless. I have what I call a Russian link that if you need, you can watch this game for all my Chargers fans, for all my Cardinals fans, and for just people who just want to watch the game in general. I got the Russian link. I'm not going to be saying it out in the video because I don't need the fucking feds coming after me. But if you are interested in watching this game and don't have ESPN Plus, leave a comment down below. I'll be checking it. I'll leave you guys the Russian link so you can watch the game because it's not fair that ESPN Plus exclusive on a Monday night game is just criminal. What the fuck, ESPN? What the fuck, NFL? You sellouts. You fucking sellouts. Now to the actual game. I really like the Cardinals here. I really, really do. And what's funny is the Chargers' overall team is so much better than Arizona's, especially when you take up the offensive matchup versus the defensive matchup. In theory, Los Angeles is just going to run all over Arizona. Just all over Arizona. They would dictate, if they do manage to run all over Arizona, they would dictate the pace and tempo of the game. Yet, the spread is ridiculously low. Super, super low. And because of that, this is going to end up being one of my favorite games of the week, if not my favorite. Arizona money line. Arizona to cover, Arizona to win. I'm taking Arizona in many ways as I can. No other reason other than this is a trap spread. They're begging you. They are begging you to take the Chargers here. Chargers the better team. There's no question about it. They're better coached. They have more discipline, better defense. Way better defense. And more importantly, the way they play with this run-first style of offense is so goddamn effective and so old school as well. I like it. I really do like this Chargers team. But here, clearly Vegas knows something that we do not know. I am going with the Cardinals to win. I am going with the Cardinals to cover. That is my official pick for this game. And these are my official picks for NFL Week 7. Stay tuned for more content coming soon. Thanks for watching.